Let's talk with Kyle. Kyle, you're with Allworth's Money Matters.
Yeah, hi, Scott and Pat. Thanks for taking my call. Love
Yes.
the show.
Thank
Been
you,
listening to it for the last 5 years or so.
Oh, good. Thanks. How could we help?
Well, my question is, we were going to be closing on a new house in 2 months, and we're currently in escrow with our existing property, and just wondering on the possible funding options for the new property.
And the new house, is it a brand new construction or just new to you?
It's brand new construction.
And are you going to have to do the backyard landscaping, windows, and all that, window treatments, everything, and furnishing?
Yeah, yes. So probably going to need an additional $100,000.
And this is a primary residence?
Yes, primary residence.
And are you trying to figure out a way to make this swing without having a contingency?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out with the 3 buckets of money that we have right now, what is the most efficient way, for cash flow and tax efficiency.
Is your thought that are you going to be closing on your new house before you close escrow on your existing house?
No, we're going to be closing on our existing house in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and the new house will be in 2 months.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All
good.
right. So walk us through the numbers on the existing home that you're selling. What's the value? Is there a loan that needs to be paid off, and what's the net?
No, the house is paid off. We will walk away with approximately $750,000.
All right. And what's the new house?
And the new house is going to be it's $970,000, but with the extra, so just call it $1.1 million.
Okay. All right. Tell us where
And
the
is the extra, is that the landscaping and that sort of thing?
Correct.
Okay.
Right.
Yes.
All right. Tell us about the assets.
So our assets, right now we have in our traditional IRAs, we have $2.8 million. In our Roth IRAs, we have $1.5 million. A brokerage account is $500,000, which includes about approximately $190,000 in cash. Inherited IRA of $200,000, and a HSA of $125,000.
All right. So brokerage account. Tell us the amount again. $500,000. How much is in cash? 180.
190.
190. And then tell us about the inherited IRA. How much is it, and when did you inherit it?
It's about a little over 200,000, and it was back 15 years ago.
Okay, so you're just doing required minimum distributions on that.
Correct. Yes.
And then what other
over the life expectancy?
And then there was one other asset. What was that?
And that was just the HSA, 125K.
And how old are you?
I'm 66, and my wife is also 66.
How's your health?
Good health.
And you're retired now?
Yes, I've been retired for about 6 months, and my wife's been retired for a little over a year.
And are you moving to a new area?
We're moving. We're currently in the Phoenix area. We're moving to approximately 150 miles north to get out of the heat.
Oh, beautiful. Good for you.
So the idea is, where do we come up with this? Essentially, $360,000.
Where's your income coming from now?
Right now, we're just living off of cash. I had a cash buffer before we retired.
And what was your annual income while you were working? The two of you, go back a few years.
About approximately $285,000.
And have you started Social Security yet?
No, actually, today is my full retirement birthday, 66 and 10 months. But I'm planning on waiting till 70, and then my wife will start taking hers in October.
And did you do any Roth conversions in 2025?
I did back in April. I did 100,000.
Okay, so and you're not taking any money from the IRAs this year in 2026?
No, we haven't touched anything yet.
And when you said this buffer, was that the buffer in the brokerage account, or is this money that you didn't?
Yeah, we've been living off the cash in the brokerage account, and we did use some of it because we had to put $90,000 down for an earnest payment for the new property. So we used about 60 in cash out of that.
All right, so that new house, $1.1 million. It's essentially $1 million because you already have $90,000 down, right?
Right.
What do you think you should do?
Well, I was thinking since we have a large chunk of our money in the tax deferred, the traditional IRAs, I was thinking of using the money from the proceeds of the house to add to the brokerage account, and then possibly, maybe use 200,000 from the brokerage account, 200,000 from the traditional IRA, and possibly another 100,000 from the Roth for maybe that's close to about 60% down. Carry a 300 to 350 to $400,000 mortgage,
Mm-hmm.
and then pay it up. And then pay it off. If the market's good, just take some money out of that traditional IRA. And
What's the
year
interest
to
rate
pay
on
it
a
down.
loan today?
Well, through my brokerage account, I can use their bank, and with our assets, I can. Right now, it's anywhere between 4 3/4 and 5%.
But that's a variable rate.
And that's
Yeah, for
that
7 year.
that would be limited to, my guess is 50% of your brokerage value.
Yeah, it's based on the assets we have.
Yes.
Yeah, and you can't pledge your IRA or your Roth IRA.
So here's my thought on this. I think, first of all, you want to start draining those HSA accounts so that they're empty within 4 or 5 years.
HSA accounts?
Yes, the HSA.
Why do you say that?
Just because of how they inherited, and what's the point? I mean, if he's got the expenses, obviously he hasn't been using them for his copay.
Start using the expenses.
Yeah, so start using.
I actually started on mine. I'm 59, and I started running the numbers, and I'm like, I've got a problem.
Yeah,
Because
so
they're horrible to inherit.
they're
They
paid
work fine
out.
with a spouse, but after that, it's all taxable in that year.
Yeah, so
Even if you give it to charity, it's all taxable.
So you want to start draining those HSAs. So
Just using.
yeah, correct. That was my point. So
Okay.
I'm just going through the checklist of things that I would actually do. I would pay cash for the house. I would use the $190,000 in the brokerage account,
Or at least some portion of it.
I think I'd use all of it.
If this were you.
Yeah, correct,
Yeah.
correct. And then I would actually make up the shortfall with the inherited IRA and the Roth and a combination of those two. I wouldn't actually take a loan on this at all. I'd pay cash for it, 100% pay cash for it. So we're just looking for $250,000. So I would use part of the inherited IRA, and you want to actually drain that inherited IRA before you start on your regular IRA.
Okay.
And that's just for simplicity's sakes. And this, just know this: is the inherited IRA yours or your spouse's?
It's mine.
Okay, all right. Well, just know that
I would
comes
do
to
the
me as a
exactly same, Pat. I would of the cash. I'd probably take. I'd leave some cash in there, but let's take 150,000 cash. I would take money from my Roth because you need about $250,000, right? So you take 150 from the brokerage, take 100,000 from your Roth, and you're thinking, oh, but I don't want to. And then maybe later in the year we convert some of that IRA to a Roth.
But he's not going to have. He's going to have to start taking IRA distribution because he's been living on this cash.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to start IRA distributions. So
You're gonna have to have income come from somewhere.
that's right. So here's. First of all, if you were my brother, I'd say hire a financial advisor because you've got some great planning opportunities, and this is the time to start cleaning things up. So that's why we're going to drain that inherited IRA.
In my guess, 2025, we could have done more than 100,000 in Roth conversions.
You think? Yes. So don't use any debt. Don't use.
I wouldn't use debt. You're not going to earn more. The interest rates are higher now.
Yeah.
And I would not, if I were in your shoes, the last thing I'd want to do is pledge my relatively small brokerage account to your, pledge those assets.
Because what happens is you could get a call on that.
Yeah.
And then
Well,
you're going to
no, this is not a pledged asset line of credit. This is an actual loan.
And what's the interest rate?
To be, say 5%.
Yeah. What do you make in the bank? Less than 5%.
Yeah, and you're pledging collateral.
No, there's no pledge.
Okay,
on it.
whatever. It's
just-
fine. I don't care. I
Well,
wouldn't
wait, stop. This is a personal loan?
No, it's through a mortgage company. It's through Rocket Mortgage.
Oh, it's a mortgage on the house, not on the asset. I still wouldn't do
Right,
it.
on the house.
I still wouldn't
Yes,
do it.
mortgage
You
on the
can't
house.
earn. My CD's not paying 5%.
Yeah. The like kind risk is you're paying for nothing, because
It's
if
gonna
I looked inside your
It's going to
portfolio,
cost you to have the loan.
if I looked inside your portfolio, you have things that are fixed income that are paying less than what the cost of money is.
The money in your $190,000 cash is earning less than 5%.
Right.
right? So what's the point,
Okay.
right? There's
That's so that you asked. That's how we would in your situation. Pat and I are on the same page exactly. I would pay cash for this.
Yeah,
Last thing I'd want is a mortgage.
yeah.
You got plenty of assets. Mortgage is not going to do you. It's going to cost you to have a mortgage. There's no
Yeah.
economic
So
benefit.
I would
at
actually, and I'd look at taking Social Security for both you and your spouse, and then I'd start a monthly distribution on the money that I didn't use in the inherited IRA. I'd start until that was drained, and then I would kick over to my regular IRA and start a monthly distributions, and I wouldn't mess with the Roth conversion. And
Well,
I'd,
you might at the end of this year, but you don't need to worry about it. We're in February of 2026. Let's see where the cash flow ends up.
but he needs to start a monthly. What are you living on now? How much a month is it costing you now?
We're living. It's about $12,000 a month.
Yeah, so you need to start that.
Right. Yeah. So what's I'm assuming at some point in time you're planning on starting a distribution from that IRA, right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would do it now.
Okay.
All right, so just to make sure, we're going to use the cash in the brokerage account to make up the difference. We're going to use the inherited IRA first, and then we're going to turn around and we're going to start a monthly distribution on your IRA, and then I'd probably start taking
And
Social Security.
I would take 150 grand of cash from the brokerage account. I'd take 100 grand out of the Roth, and you're like, oh, I don't want to take it out of the Roth. You can always convert later. It just gives you right now. You're in the middle of this transaction, and get the deal, get the house done. And I definitely would not have a mortgage on this. It's just having that extra payment's gonna.
And if you were my brother, I'd tell you to get a financial advisor.
Anyway, wish you well. Thanks so much for calling.